In this problem, we're going to use the graphing calculator to help us calculate the vertex of a parabola. We're given the physics formula, and we know that a ball is launched at an initial height of 80 feet and launched into the air at 64 feet per second. Using our physics formula under y equals negative 16x squared plus 64x plus 80 represents the position of the ball as a function of the time since launched. If we look at our table, I'm going to go to table set and make sure I start at 0 and count by ones. And by looking at the table, this will help me decide what to set our window settings at so we can get a good picture of the graph. You'll notice that at 0 seconds, the height of the ball is 80 feet. That is our y-intercept, 0, 80. As time goes on, the ball increases and then starts decreasing until finally at 5 seconds the ball is at 0 feet, which means it is on the ground. At 6 seconds, we have a negative 112 feet, which is not possible because the ball will not drill underground. But this gives us a good idea of what to set our window settings at. So I'm going to go to Window. I'm going to start at x min is 0, x max is 10, and count by ones. My y min is 0, and I'm going to go up to a max of 200 and count by 20s. Now, when I look at the graph, I get a nice picture of a parabola that represents the height of the ball as a function of time. Notice this is not the path of the ball. This is simply at 1 second, what's the height? At 2 seconds, what's the height? And so on. Now, if I go look at, I want to calculate the vertex right here. If I go to second trace and I choose number 4 to calculate the maximum, the first thing it asks me is, what's the left bound? In other words, I have to get to the left of my high point. It looks like my cursor's down here on the right, so I'm going to use my left arrow and move the cursor so that I go to the left of the maximum point. As soon as you get to the left of that value, I'm going to press enter. Notice I get a little arrow up here. I'm going to create a boundary around my vertex. Now it asks me for the right bound. So move to the right, past the vertex, past the high point. Press enter. And the ultimate question, guess, just press enter again. After thinking, it comes back, and we have a little bit of a rounding error here, but we know that 1.99999 is really approximately 2. So the maximum height here is 2, 144.